Another day, another adventure. The plan of attack for this trip would be my first overnight solo camping trip on the new jet ski. Since buying the jet ski, the plan was to set it up for a bit of fishing, but also to be able to utilise it to get out and do some camping from it. So I loaded up the jet ski and headed down to the local boat ramp. The plan for this trip was to head from the Scarborough boat ramp in Brisbane, travel approximately 15 k's across Moreton Bay to Pumice-Stone Passage, where I'd then travel up another 15 k's to Mission Point camping area on the western side of Bribie Island. With the ski in the water and all loaded up, I headed out. And before I know it, I was flying across the bay with a reasonable swell rolling through. Before I knew it, I was crossing under Bribie Bridge and catching up with a mate who was going to help direct me up Pumice-Stone Passage. One thing to be aware of during low tide is that it does get very shallow in some places, so make sure to take care and follow the markers. Short spin up Pumice-Stone Passage, and before I knew it, I was pulling up to Mission Point and my campsite for the night. Okay, welcome back to the channel. I've just arrived here on Western Bribie Island at Mission Point. It's my first camping trip on the jet ski, so yeah, just here for one night to check out the area and just trying to, get myself dialed in for a bit of jet ski camping. So hope you enjoy the video. First thing, get camp set up, go for a bit of an explore, and then might be time for a bit of a fish. Let's go. It wasn't long before I soon had camp set up. It was time for a quick cuppa and a kick back and enjoy the spot. Kicking back in the hammock, it didn't take long for the locals to start turning up. At Mission Point Campground there's 12 campsites with toilet facilities, and you pay around $7 an adult per night. Okay, so just use the old sounder, and yeah, about 3 meters of water. It's midday, so pretty bad time to fish, but yeah, give it a go. Throw some bait out and yeah, try our luck. Let's go. Kicking back and enjoying the view of the Glasshouse Mountains in the background until the bull sharks decided it was time to turn up. Unfortunately on the light gear, I had no chance against them and I was soon bitten off. few more locals ended up turning up, with the local dolphin population giving the mullet a bit of a hard time. Okay, dinner tonight. I am going to try one of these on-track meals. So I saw these guys on Instagram and thought I'd give them a go. Big thing is they are not a dehydrated meal, so yeah, but they last until, what's this one? Till September 2023. So I've gone for the beef bolognese. Bought some pasta from home, and then of course a little bit of Parmesan cheese. So the go with these, while it looks, is you just throw them in hot water for 3 minutes. So I'll get the pot going, throw this in, pull it out, and then I'll do the pasta, throw this back in, and then hopefully it should be good to go. Okay, pretty basic air mattress, a bit of a sheet, clothing, that's about it. So I'll have to get up and check on the ski maybe tonight. Should be fine, but just with the incoming tide, I need to make sure that it I suppose it doesn't swing around onto those logs and things. So I'll set my alarm for 2 or 3 o'clock and then get up. I think high tide's about 5:30, so it's going to work out perfectly. Like the zinc is everywhere. But yeah, pretty well, uneventful on their fishing front. Well, 2 bull sharks, but couldn't land any. Hopefully I got a bit of footage of one getting a bit airborne. But yeah, see what we can do tomorrow. Catch you in the morning. Night. Okay, well, just been out for an early morning fish. No luck on the fishing, but still a beautiful morning to be out and about. Plan of attack now, let's just have some brekkie, grab a coffee, and then probably just pack up camp, and then start moseying on back towards Scarborough way. So the wind is supposed to pick up pretty decent, I think 20 to 30 knots with a southeasterly this morning, so it'll be interesting going from Bribie back across to Scarborough, but should be alright. We'll see how we go. Alright, coffee time. Well, that pretty much sums up my fishing skill level. I caught a fish, not what I wanted, but it's a fish. Anyway, I'll put him back. Second fish, ready to pack up. I think it's a little finger mark. So, undersized, but yeah, can go back in the water. Okay, just while I'm waiting for my tent to dry, what I might do is just give you a bit of a quick rundown on things I've learnt just from this overnight trip, first time on the jet ski. First of all, I'm on west side of Bribie Island, a great first spot to try out. Relatively easy to get here. I came across from Scarborough. Be wary that swell and wind can pick up when you're going from Pumice across to Scarborough boat ramp. It was a little bit touch and go. Well, not. It was like it was a little bit. There's a reasonable swell rolling through on my way over. It's gonna be interesting to see what it's like going back. So yeah, definitely be check your weather conditions and make sure that they're suitable to come across. I'm at campsite 11, and the thing is there is quite a lot of rock, especially if you've got your high tide and low tide. So when you get to low tide, there is a lot of rock exposed, and I was a little bit concerned last night about what I actually did with the ski. I was thinking about anchoring it right out, but then I was a little bit uncertain about that, about how far the tide was going to drop. So what I ended up doing was, it actually worked out well that the high tide for this morning was around 5:30. So I actually brought my ski right up onto the sand here, and then just pretty much dry docked it overnight while the tide went out. And then by the time it came back in the morning, I woke up relatively early, about 4, and then I was able to push it out. So always be wary about where you're going to be parking and what's going to happen with the tide, and also making sure that you have your vessel, your jet skis secured. So, but yeah, luckily with the tides and with the rock I was seeing, it was probably the best option for me. Somewhere like this, we are on the western side, so we're on the estuary side, the mangrove side, so there are a lot of midges and mosquitoes, so if you don't like those, don't come. I'll tell you that straight up. They're mainly dawn and dusk, but yeah, there are a fair few getting around, so be prepared or bring some insect repellent. What else? I just ran a little 2-person Oz tent, I think Oz Trail tent, super cheap, $40 from Tent World, very basic, nice and light, nice and small, compact, that I can tuck away. Things I brought over that I probably wouldn't next time, to be all honest, in all honesty, probably I'd bring very similar. I even brought some firewood over for a small fire last night, so I will be going back a fair bit lighter than what I came over. So yeah, just be aware that you don't overload your ski, and that is also well distributed. So with mine, I have the ski on the back, so I have the weight on the back, so I just need to make sure that I have enough weight in the front to kind of, nicely balance it. But yeah, apart from that, it's been a first good trip camping from the jet ski. So like I say, this is probably the first of many. I'll probably plan for a modern one potentially next, but the big one with that, of course, is getting the weather right, making sure we're going to have decent weather conditions, making sure we have decent weather conditions to get across, but then also just to moor it overnight. I need to work out a game plan for that as well. So a couple of things I definitely would like to bring next time would be a couple of small crab pots. I think they'll quite easily be able to be stored on the side of the ski, because I hear the muddies are running, or there are plenty of muddies around, so it would it would have been nice to catch something for once, but never mind, that's why it's fishing. I think that's pretty much all the things I can think of at the moment. Oh, a hammock. I love the hammock. I'm just using I'm not sure where that one came from, maybe BCF or somewhere like that, but it was great yesterday, just setting it up, and during the midday, waiting before I went out for a fish, I just sat back and read my book in there, and just magical. So very lightweight, and it packs down relatively small, so it'll be something I'd recommend. Well, I'm going to finish packing up this camp and then moseying on back to Bribie. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see similar content to this, please make sure to subscribe. And also, if you have any questions, from the trip, or anything you'd like to see me cover in upcoming potential jet ski, fishing, camping trips, throw them in the comments below, and I'll try and make it happen. So yeah, Load on up and then cruise on out. But yeah, beautiful spot. Like Glasshouse Mountains. I've got turtles just surfacing just out here. Had dolphins cruising around. Absolutely magic, and it's probably about 40 minutes from Scarborough boat ramp. So, but yeah, if you don't like mozzies though, don't come. But I'll catch you all on the next video. Catch you later. So leaving the shelter of the Mission Point camping area, I was soon exposed to a pretty decent southeasterly whipping down the Pumice-Stone Passage. As I pushed out into the bay, yeah, it was a decent swell rolling through, but I just took my time and yeah, navigated my way across. But yeah, just a big reminder that if you are going to do a trip like this, making sure to keep an eye on the weather, and you know, if you're not comfortable in it, don't go out. So, but yeah, I just took my time cruising through. A decent swell was rolling through, but yeah, just took my time navigating it and made it safely back to the Scarborough boat ramp.